Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the beautiful McLaren 570S, and I actually made a video about this car a very long time ago. I bet you almost nobody has seen it that is on my channel now, but it was a V12 all-wheel drive tuning setup, and I'm not very proud of that tune at all. It was super fast and it was pretty fun, but I never even spent any time with this car stock just to see how it drives, how it is rear-wheel drive, and with the stock motor, how it sounds, and I really wanted to do that. So that's exactly what I'm sharing with you today, and I mean, just look at how gorgeous this car is. Believe it or not, this is the very first game that I have ever owned or driven a McLaren, and I am very glad that I won this in a wheel spin a while back because, man, this is such a nice car. I mean, the stock wheels, the interior is a little bit plain, but that's not a big deal, but the outside design is absolutely beautiful, and especially the headlights and taillights. And I love driving this thing when it's darker, very early in the morning or nighttime, because the lights just look so good, and the sounds are pretty good too. They're not amazing, but it kind of actually sounds like the rip rod from Hot Wheels. It makes this little like clicking sound, and it just reminds me of the rip rod because it makes a very unique sound. So it's not the most amazing sounding car, but it does sound pretty nice. But in terms of performance, this thing is a stock rear-wheel drive car, twin-turbo V8, and it actually shares the same motor with the McLaren P1 and the 650S Coupe, which are both in Forza Horizon 3, so they all basically have the same motor, but they're not exactly 100% the same. They changed a lot of things, but they're based off of the same motor, which is actually really interesting because the P1 is on a completely different level than the 650S and this 570S, but they're all really cool cars. And another car that I'm going to be buying very soon is the McLaren P1. I was actually looking at it today, and I've never owned it in this game, and it actually looks like a pretty cool car. I'm honestly not sure why I never owned it before, so I'm very excited to drive that. But let's first talk about the 570S and its performance, and considering that it's rear-wheel drive and makes a pretty good amount of power, the launch is very good actually. You really don't get any wheel spin in second gear when you're going in a straight line, and once you're at the top of first gear, you pretty much have full grip, so that is very good for a stock rear-wheel drive car that makes a really good amount of power. And when you're going around turns, you do gotta feather the gas just a little bit, especially when you're in second and third gear, but after that you are good to go, and when you're in a straight line you should have no issues at all. And the car is very easy to control though. The grip is very good overall, and I'm very impressed with that. But the launch, you know, like I said, it feels very good when the car grips well, because some rear-wheel drive cars, they just feel so crappy to launch, but this car feels really good, and the acceleration is good as well. It might feel a little bit slow to some people, but it's in the middle of the S1 class, so it's not at the very top of the S1 or the S2, so it's not going to feel super fast, but the top speed's okay. It's about 200 miles per hour, and this does have a 7-speed transmission, but the thing is, you're really only going to use the first 5 gears. 7th gear is pretty much irrelevant, and 6th gear feels very sluggish, so you're going to want to go in the 6th gear on the very long straightaways just to get a little bit more top ends, but really honestly 5th gear is all you're going to need. But the braking is very good in this thing, and it corners very well. The handling is very nice, very responsive, and overall this car drives very nicely. The gearing also feels really good, and on top of that the shifting is pretty quick, so there's really nothing that I do not like about this car, and I'm probably going to put it at the top of the S1 class. Maybe I'll make a tune for it, and if I do, it's probably going to be focused on making the grip a little bit better, because obviously more grip cannot hurt the car, but also making it faster and having a little bit more top speed. And I think this will be a very good S1 car. I know I love the looks of it. The sounds are okay, but the performance is very good for a rear-wheel drive car. But I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of this race, and then you're also going to see some free roam gameplay so you can hear the sounds of the car. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of the McLaren 570S, but have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.